It's now my pleasure to welcome my final panelists to make her intervention. Ms. Yoko Lu, Women's Major Group and Young Girl Representative. Ms. Yoko Lu, the floor is yours for 3 minutes. Thank you.
So my name is Yoko Lu, speaking on behalf of the Women's Major Group and Young Girl. COVID-19 pandemic has had a tremendous negative impact on the world, transforming the lives of women, girls, and gender diverse people. In the energy sector, the pandemic has caused alarming disruption and delays to clean energy transitions. The development of clean energy technologies is recovering, but the current structural progress is not headed for long-term improvement of the SDGs. The financing strategies for the 2030 agenda mainstream actors who prioritize and promote the strategies, but they are not fundamentally appropriate to achieve all the SDGs, including SDG 7. These strategies precisely trade and investment liberalization, public-private partnerships, and international private finance weaken domestic resource mobilization, especially in developing countries. Government and international actors are increasingly focusing on the private sector, but very little on marginalized communities, especially women and youth. The energy private sector prioritizes profits over people, violating human rights and environmental protection, enabling the lack of accountability structures and institutions. Extraction is the key source for the energy sector, where the natural ecosystem is damaged to produce the commodities to generate economic growth, while also disrupting social and ecological relationships among people. To ensure the just, inclusive, and equitable energy transitions in support of climate actions and net zero emissions, it is important to prioritize investment in a just transition towards low carbon, renewable energy infrastructure and technology that is community-owned and democratically controlled, while upholding ethical and human rights standards in sourcing and reversing top-down, market-based approaches. Delivery of climate finance pledges should be increased, and they should be grant-based, gender transformative, and human rights-centered, with public funding as the primary source. In addition to the interlinkage between SDGs, gender equality, and climate, there should also be interlinkage between disaster risk reduction, health, and human rights, with a key emphasis on inclusion of women and girls. National policy innovation and investment measures should include all voices in the development, implementation, and monitoring of rights-based energy policies and programs, so no one is left behind. Thank you.